Went up to the mountains 2 weeks ago. Hit the snow. Southern California, we don't get snow that often. The mountains are about an hour away. So I went and hit the back roads in the snow. Started off with 15 psi. Ended up going down to 10 psi when I hit the soft stuff, and it worked out really good. So I was running these 38-inch groundhogs, 15 psi in the soft snow. Floated real good over the snow, got some good traction. So went up last week. Snow level has gone up, and first thing I did was air down 10 psi when I hit the back roads. Fortunately, there wasn't any snow at the lower levels, and I found out running 10 psi in the rough stuff on hard packed dirt and rocks can really cause you some problems. Here's my back tire. I was running this at 10 psi and I hit a rock or something, and I pinched the wheel, pinched the rim and tire, and cut a hole in the sidewall here. Luckily for me, I had a spare. Okay, here's a little close-up of the cut on the sidewall. So I figured at 10 psi, I hit a rock and pinched the tire between the rock and the rim, cut the sidewall open. So that's the end of that tire. I could probably put a tube in it, but it's not safe to cut that big on the sidewall like that. Okay, keeping that in mind, I figured I'd do a little video on tire air pressures. Maximum on these groundhogs is 45 psi. Load range of 3,000 pounds. So I usually run them at 30 psi on the street. I rarely load this truck up. When I have, it's usually just around town, and I'll keep them at 30 psi. It's not nothing big. If I was hitting the highway, I'd probably go 45, but this truck ride's pretty rough by itself. So. Just give an example of what low psi does. Put together a little experiment here on YouTube thing. Here's a print. Here's your tire footprint at 40 psi. This tire's at 45 psi maximum pressure. And just show you how much it flexes as it goes over this 4x4 right here. Pretty stiff. It's way too stiff for off-roading. But I'll show you how much it flexes when going over this. As you can see, it doesn't envelope the 4x4. Imagine this is a rock. It doesn't roll over too easily. PSI is pretty good all around pressure. 15 PSI is good. If you want to get real extreme, back in the sand dunes. snow, want maximum traction. This is 10 psi. Now we've halved the pressure again. We went from 20 to 10 psi. We're now up to almost 12 inches of tread. 12 inches of contact pattern on this tire. There's a footprint at 10. There's the footprint at 20. Put them all in here. Here's the footprint at 40. The difference between the 10 psi and the 40 psi. Low pressure is also good in mud. A lot more rubber to the ground. You're spreading the weight of the tire, actually of the whole vehicle, out on more surface area, distributing the weight of the truck. You're able to float easier over soft ground, soft sand, snow. I like this. Okay, just for comparison, I made some tire prints here. We just halved the pressure. We're now down at 20 psi. We had it at 40. It's down at 20. That's half of the 40 pounds we had in there. We're down to 20 psi. See, the width of the tire hasn't changed. We're still about 10 and a half. But lengthwise of your tire is now 10 inches. We've gained 2 inches contact area on the tire. Actually, it's more than that if you calculate it to pounds per square inch, whole surface area. But you can see you get a lot more rubber to the ground at 20 psi. And the ride's a lot smoother. There you have it.